Composting is the natural process of recycling organic matter, such as leaves and food scraps, into a valuable fertilizer that can enrich soil and plants. The students and staff of Hartland Elementary School have been hard at work this past school year designing and building their very own composting system.
What I appreciate more about it is that the students designed it and planned for it and worked together on building it and worked together on problem solving the issues that came up and worked together on collaborating. So it was very much an experience in working together and building strong relationships as a class. And those skills are going to lend themselves to other things that you do in life. So they're very important skills that you're developing while doing this other important project.
How do you think composting will benefit the school?
Composting will benefit the school in many ways.
It'll help, we can use it in our gardens and we can make vegetables for the school with it.
Yeah. First of all, composting is good for the environment. It'll reduce our carbon footprint as a community and reduce waste in our landfills. So those are some of the benefits.
What does your grade typically tend to put into the compost?
Food.
I think everything can be composted. Food waste can become everything in food waste.
Apple cores, most food remnants.
So everything that that you could put into, food waste bucket, I think will be all right.
And how about like natural things like wood or leaves?
Yep, we're going to be able to do that using the recipe.
Not only have the students been learning all about composting and its importance, but they have also put that knowledge directly to use, creating cardboard models for potential ideas, then finally working together to bring a final, usable version to life.
How do you feel the build is going so far?
I think it's going pretty good. People are doing pretty good.
Oh, it's going perfect.
I think it's going good, kind of. What do you enjoy most with this build?
Getting to use the drill.
Screwing in all the screws.
What's the most challenging thing for you with this build?
Probably trying to get the screws into the right places. Screwing down straight. Getting the drill on the nail so it actually goes in.
Long way there, buddy.
What do you feel is the easiest and funnest thing with this build?
Hanging out with friends and, building.
Okay, thank you for your time.
But it doesn't stop at the building. Once the compost system is complete, it is up to the students to maintain it and ensure that everyone who passes through Hartland Elementary knows about their school's compost process and how to keep it running.
Some Hartland students meet up to discuss the compost process. We found out that it is important to follow a certain procedure, which is all things which are not food should be put into the trash. Milk should be poured down the sink and the carton thrown out. All food scraps should be scraped into the compost bucket, silverware in a container, trays neatly stacked. After they are stacked, the cart goes down to the kitchen and compost is dumped into the collecting bin.
Are there any problems at all with the composting here?
Having everyone follow the same procedure and not having trash put in the compost.
What do you do if there's things that are in the compost that aren't supposed to be in there?
Like utensils?
Yeah, like utensils, plastic, food containers, things like that.
I would probably take them out and put them where they're supposed to be.
I think we're doing a fantastic job. I mean, I think it's hard to compost that much with so many kids in a building at the same time, but I think we're doing a really nice job of trying to put it in smaller buckets and then get the smaller buckets into a larger system. So I think we're doing really well.
Hartland students are truly doing an amazing job of composting and are already reaping the benefits. But if you don't believe them, let's ask one of the direct contributors and benefactors of the compost process.
So, what do you worms think about our compost project?
Okay, what about composting in general?
Come on, aren't you going to talk about how good it is for the environment?
Or how you break down food and turn it into fertilizer for our soil to grow new plants?
Well, the worms might be quiet, but there are many at Hartland who have a lot to say on the topic.
What do you think about composting?
It's kind of easy. Fun.
Yeah.
I already see when kids go through the lunch line, they're more cognizant of how much food they're taking because they're more aware of the waste that they're producing if they're not eating all of their
Because
lunch.
I feel like seeing the bins full of compost, like it just connects like, oh wait, we actually do make a lot of compost.
Like kind of to add on to what you were saying, it's good to see how much trash goes, how much we're like being so careless.
So I think composting is bringing awareness to that to the students.
It's beneficial because it helps global warming, it helps plants grow, and just makes the world safer.
Psyched to know that this whole group, you guys are coming up with something that can benefit the whole school.
It's also really good for the environment, and we want to stop global warming.
Yeah!
Short.
What are your thoughts on compost?
Yeah, I don't really understand it, but we're building it.
Okay, how do you think compost?
That is National Geographic.
How do you think composting will be beneficial to the environment?
It will be beneficial to the environment to